Hi, welcome to Restore Balance Yoga. My name is Stephanie Krantz, and I'm here today to lead you on about a 5-minute journey through your core. So we're going to just do a little bit of muscle activation exercises that address the deep core line. So we've got 6 muscles in the deep core line. We've got our transverse abdominis that run down here, our psoas muscles, one on either side. We've got our rectus abdominis here, our obliques along the sideline, and then in the back, we've got our QL muscles that sit right below the bottom of the rib cage. And then along the spine, there are these muscles called the multifidi. So we're going to do 2 exercises today to address those core muscles, working together, and then we'll be splitting them up a little bit separately. So let's go ahead and find ourselves on the floor. I like to lay blankets down and be comfortable. I always recommend taking an extra minute to do that. So I've got my blanket for my spine and my blanket for my head. So the first thing that we're going to do is just take a quick scan of the body, making sure that we become a little bit more aware of how the sensations feel in the body. So including the low back and the belly and the hips and the side waist. And what we're trying to do is really allow the breath to descend a little bit more. We have a tendency to breathe into this upper chest cavity, and we want to descend the breath low. This work is really about subtle energy and not trying to force it. So we're going to go ahead and lift the feet off the floor. The knees come up. The calves and feet are relaxed. The hands come to the knees. And then we're just going to let the knees push into the hands, and the hands are resisting. And we're keeping this effort at about 10% or less. And I always recommend less to start because we all try way too hard. And I'm counting for us, and then we're releasing and coming down and taking a quick break. So that release, you're holding on to the activation until your feet land, and then you're relaxing the muscles. Then we go ahead and lift the feet off the floor, the knees are bent, the calves are relaxed, the heels are relaxed, the hands come here to the knees push into the hands respond. So I'm counting in my mind till 6. As I'm counting, I'm breathing and keeping the effort under 10%, trying to keep it balanced throughout the whole core. And then I come down, take a break, and relax. In between, we're just trying to encourage breathing into these back muscles that are called the QLs. We're going to go ahead and draw the knees up. We're going to take our hands to our knees. Now let the knees be the pushers. The hands are responding, and you're keeping the effort at less than 10%. Your shoulders are relaxed, your jaw is relaxed, your tongue is soft. And then we bring ourselves down and relax the muscles. We notice in between, we take a breath or 2, then we're going to go ahead and draw the knees up. We're going to take the hands to the knees, keep the shoulders relaxed, knees push into hands respond to that push equally. Breathing and noticing, no tension. You might find yourself shaking a little bit, that's fine. We come down and we feel the muscles let go. Take a break in between to check in and notice your body, paying attention. Pick the knees up. Take the hands to the knees push, the hands respond. Feeling that cylinder of strength from the hips all the way up to the shoulders. Noticing if one side feels like it's different than the other. Pay attention to that. The feet come down and we relax. Take a breath or so here, check in, and then one last time we pick the knees up. Calves are relaxed, heels are relaxed, hands to knees push into hands respond. You can see that the entire core is stable, and I'm not using one side more than the other. Breathing breathing and noticing, and then come down, taking a break. Good. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do a quick test of our psoas muscle, okay? So if you take your finger to your belly button and your hip bone on this right side, so here's my hip bone, here's my belly button, and then I'm going to extend that right leg out, the left leg's going to stay. I'm going to put my hand right here in between those 2 points. So you'll see my pinkies resting on the hip bone and my thumbs right here on the belly button. I want to find the muscle first and see how it's firing on its own. So I draw the leg out to the right a few inches and it's just dropped open. You want to keep it dropped open or externally rotated. And then when you lift the leg, I take my left hand to the left hip just to see if I'm going to roll. So as I come up, I want to feel where that muscle, so here's the muscle, I can feel it firing, I come down, don't hold it too long. And then maybe do it again if you didn't find it the first time. Come down, okay? So now I know where the location of this right psoas muscle is. I'm going to bring the leg over to center, to neutral. Bring slight flexion into the foot. I'm activating the whole core cylinder like I just did in the last one to bend the knee, bring the foot in and hook it. And we're not trying to drop the hip, so you wouldn't want to do that. You want to keep the hip, the pelvis in alignment. Then I joke around and say that if you have short arms in comparison to your torso length, you're going to have a problem reaching this leg. So a nice little easy thing to do is to fold the blanket once more, give yourself a little bit more height. You can also use a block, and we're going to again take the hand to the knee. So relax. I like to keep this right hand in the location of where I found the muscle. So the knee is pushing into the hand and the hand is just responding to the push. I'm breathing, trying to keep the effort at less than 10%. And then I relax that activation. You can rest the hand down and you're trying not to drop the hip in between. Just keep it here. Then we take the hand to the inside of the knee. The knee is pushing into the hand and the hand is gently responding. With this work, keeping it subtle, so barely feeling this muscle turning on so that you don't feel all the other big muscles taking over. And then relax, breathing as you relax and checking in with your body. Take the hand to the knee. The knee pushes into the hand and the hand just gently responds. There's not a whole lot of tension here. There's just muscle activation in this right psoas. And then you're relaxing, bringing the arm down, noticing as you're relaxing. Hand to knee, knee pushes into hand pushes back. We call that isometric, push and pull. Noticing how it feels on this right side and then relaxing it. Checking in, hand to knee, knee pushes, hand responds, keeping the effort right here, mostly. Noticing how this side feels, and then relax it. I like to say that we want to be dissecting the sensations that we're feeling so we can notice it on the opposite side. Last one. Hand to knee, knee pushes into hand gently responds. If you're going to practice with increasing the effort, make sure you're not going too far. And then relax. Good. Then we're going to stabilize through the whole core to unwind the right foot, take it out long. We're going to do a retest. So we bring it over to its original location. We take this right hand where we now know the muscle is. And this is the way we find muscles activating on demand. We want to push our fingers into that place and then use the muscle to push the finger away. Then the muscle is active. Once it's active, I use it to lift the leg and notice the difference. And then relax it. Don't hold it for too long. Do it more than once. So I'm going to activate the muscle. Once it's active, then I come up. I feel the difference. I come down. Excellent. Now we're going to do the other side. So we bring slight flexion into this right foot. Okay, big toe is parallel to the center of the mat. Toes face the sky. The whole cylinder turns on to draw this knee into the chest. Set the foot on the floor. Okay, then I just take a break here, notice and observe, check in. Make sure everything's happy and I'm still aware of what's going on. Okay, now I'm going to extend the left leg out long. I'm going to drop it open to the left and bring it over a few inches to the left. Now I'm going to take my hand, my thumb goes in my belly button, my pinky edge goes along the hip bone, and I'm going to just take that palm here to see where the muscle fires. The right hand's here to see if I roll because I'm not strong enough here. So the first one is a test to see where the muscle is and to feel how it feels to lift the leg. I can tell my left side's a little bit weaker. Okay, so I'm noticing that. Then I keep the hand where the muscle is. The left leg comes back to its neutral position. Your big toe is parallel to the center of the mat and the toes face the sky, not your knee. You're activating the whole core to draw the knee into the chest and hook the foot, okay? We're not dropping the hip. We're going to increase the level of our head so that the hand can reach without having to pull it off the floor. So we're trying to not do that. So I keep my hand here to feel the muscle firing and releasing. I'm going to take the right hand to the knee. Now I'm going to push the knee into the hand and the hand just responds. Breathing, noticing, try not to do too much. And then relax it. Take a breath. Check in. Take the hand to the knee. The knee pushes and the hand responds. Keep it under 10%. It's really hard to do this subtle work, so give yourself time. And then relax it, taking a breath in between. Then we take the hand to the knee. Once the hand is there, then the knee can push into the hand is gently responding. On this side, I barely feel it happening, but for me, that's where I need to be so the other muscles don't take over. Relax it. Hand to knee. Take the knee, pressing into the hand at less than 10%. The hand is responding. Your shoulder is not coming up to your ear. Just notice and observe. And then relaxing. I'm doing the counting for you, but it's 6 seconds for 6 repetitions. Hand to knee. Knee pushes into hand. Hand responds. Paying attention to not only how I feel it on this side, is the location the exact same? What is different? And then relax the activation. And then we're going to do the last one. Hand comes to knee, knee pushes into hand, hand responds. And see that this is minimal effort. This is not about building muscle. This is about finding muscles. And then we relax it. Okay. And now we're going to unhook the foot. Left foot, slide the left leg out long, let it drop open to the left. Sometimes I'll even do that little windshield wiper side to side to relax it a little bit. That's a good little method. Take it over to the left. I call it go back to the test site. But the difference now is we know where the psoas muscle is. We know where that muscle is. We found it. So now we take our fingers to the muscle. We push gently into the muscle and then we allow the muscle to push our fingers away. Now it's active. Once it's active, we lift the leg and we feel the difference. Don't keep it up high or don't keep it up longer. Just bring it down, take a break, feel it relax, and then activate the muscle. Use the activation to lift the leg, bring it down, bring it back to neutral, then activate the whole core cylinder to draw the knee into the chest, foot to the floor. Take a quick check-in. You can bring the head back down to its original position. Doing that quick check-in. Breathing into the low back, how does this space feel? If it feels good for you to just take the legs out long and do it that way, the windshield wiper sometimes helps. Any tension that you might have picked up along the quad line, okay? And then as always, we bring slight flexion into our feet. We stabilize through our core line to bring one foot to the floor at a time, okay? And then to get up, we're gonna roll to our side, to our knees, to standing knees, to stepping one foot forward, back toes turn under, to lift that other knee and step up. And we're done.